Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Today I'm here to give you guys another lightsaber review thanks to my good friend Xander, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Vaders Maelstrom lightsaber hilts. And this is actually a hilt that I came close to getting last year during the month of November. The only reason why I held out is because I was trying to use the funds to try to get a PS5, which thankfully, now that's out of the way, I could focus on some of the newer stuff. But it was this style hilt, and it was themed specifically for, if I remember correctly, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it was like a Sheikah Slate style hilt. If I can find some really good high quality images, I'll put them up on screen. If not, I do apologize ahead of time. So let me give you guys a closer look at this really quick and go on some more information. So this one here, if you can't already tell, actually has a mirrored finish. You can opt in not to get a mirrored finish or weathering option. What's neat about Vaders Vault is that there's always a good handful of options to choose from to customize your hilt before making your initial purchase. The other interesting about this is this little piece right here, which kind of forms to your fingers, which is really interesting for a design. It's actually very comfortable, by the way. And as you can see, we also have a CoverTech wheel right here. Vaders Vault sabers are always easy to access, where you could basically unscrew the pommel section right here. Or not pommel, but the midsection, and you could access your removable battery, and by removing the battery, you could also get access to your SD card. For those of you who don't know anything about Vaders Vault, they specifically use CFX, which anyone who's always asked me, what's a good board to begin for any new beginners? And specifically, CFX is a great learning board because it's easy to use, easy to add fonts. You don't have to worry about any major programming whatsoever. It's kind of like a quick pick up and play type of situation. One thing to do note about Vaders Vault is that if you do ever order anything from them, the hilts are made to order, so which means that it's going to be a bit of a waiting process. The quickest way to get a Vaders Vault lightsaber is waiting for when they do their ready to ship sale, which we can expect quite a few of those, or just a small handful I should say, for the year 2021. Obviously new year, which means we're going to be seeing some new hilts and whatever etching designs that they're going to be planning for these types of sales. But other than that, there is a waiting process, but there's also quite a few handful of customization options for weathering, heat blooming, and all kinds of different things that you can play with to further customize to ensure that whatever you're going to get is going to be a hilt that's going to meet your requirements. So let's go ahead and bring a blade over. Now, as always with each Vaders Vault lightsaber hilt, they do come with an exclusive sound font. In this case, since this is the Maelstrom lightsaber hilts, we are going to get an exclusive font specifically for this, which means the only way to get this particular sound font is of course by purchasing this hilt. Alright, I think we are good. Tighten this down. But yeah, overall this little piece right here down on the grip section is just really comfortable for sure. So there it is. We also have light up bar graph and an OLED button. So I'll let you guys listen to the exclusive sound font. And it's actually very comfortable indeed. And as always, you could also change the color by going into the blade profile or spectrum. So let's see. We can go ahead and go to now an orange, because my camera already picks up red as orange, so here's an actual orange blade, as noted from in there. And also, this changed to orange as well. It's a really nice font. I did add just a few selection of fonts on here as well, so we're just going to go ahead and cycle through those.
Sound bank selection.
Maelstrom, I've been trained in your Jedi arts. I can't
I think I wasn't going to add Grievous, right? I still need to add the quote, another lightsaber for my collection, so hopefully maybe next time.
back away. I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
Also, too, I really like how clear the audio is through the pommel section. It's just nice and crisp, but also extremely loud. And of course with CFX, just like with Prophy or even the Asteria soundboard and also Golden Harvest, you're also getting that smooth swing. So every time you swing your saber, it's just butter smooth all the way around. And then of course we just hop in here. Now when you're in Spectrum and you find a color that you want, so let's pick this one for example, and you hold down the main button.
Blade profiles.
You'll go into a blade profile, which will give you different little effects. And there's even a there's like a chroma option on here. Oh, go back one. So let's see if this will show up right here. If you look here, you can see it's kind of alternating all the different colors that are on here right now. So again, you could also have fun with that. I believe, if I remember correctly, on one of the Facebook group pages that I follow, a lot of people had questions about the blade profile. And if I remember, and I'll update this once I get more information on it, someone was putting together a really good tutorial video and list to show the different blade profiles or how to get certain effects, which I think is going to be pretty cool, because with Prophy it's easy because you could always customize on a website that's already specifically made for that. But with CFX, there hasn't been anything like that, at least that I was able to find, but someone is putting something together which I'll eventually share down the road.
Sound bank selection.
Count Dooku.
There's Count Dooku.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
And even the grip too, not counting this little bottom section where your hand, fingertips wrist over, but even the grip portion with the wrapping on here is actually done very well. I'm not sure personally if I would go with a mirrored finish, but if you're someone that really likes that shine to it, again, that's an option you can get. The only reason why I don't like mirrored finish too often is because mirrored finish tends to scratch easily. That's more like if you're just looking for a fancy style hilt that you're planning on keeping in a display case. For me, I'm always the weathered option kind of guy, just because a weathered lightsaber to me always has a story that it has to tell. Next up,
Sound bank selection.
Count Dooku.
this one is from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So you also have the, if you recall, the little training droid that Luke was playing with. And then eventually he's got the little blast shield. But with the blast shield down, how can I see? You know, you must trust in the Force. And I think I have one more. Let me double check.
Sound bank selection.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
There you go.
You're not a Jedi yet.
So this one is Darth Vader, specifically from Empire Strikes Back. And the other reason why I added that on there is because I'm actually getting a Hot Toys figure of the 40th anniversary with that particular scene in mind. So eventually when that comes in, I'll do like an unboxing or review type of setup, just like I will be doing with the Maul here from the Star Wars Solo movie. And again, Vader's Vault lightsaber hilts, each one that I've played with so far, which is a small handful of them, have always been extremely comfortable to hold. And again, I just love how easy to access it is just to get to that battery. I like the fact that it comes with the removable battery, because my main thing that I always tell people is that if I had the given option, I would always prefer the removable battery, because if you were to ever go to a convention, bring a lightsaber with you, or go to Disney or whatever place that you tend to bring your lightsaber to, just being able to have some extra batteries on hand, of course not like your regular store-bought batteries, specifically what it uses, you know, it's always good to just easily swap your dead battery out for a fresh one and continue to have fun with it. And NeoPixel blades are great, even though they're not the best in terms of battery lifespan, depending on what effects and colors you're using. It's just nice to have like a really nice bright lightsaber, because it's always fun when you're entering an area and people have never seen these custom sabers before. People always trip out like, whoa, what is that? It's just always fun.
Destiny lies with me, Skywalker. You have only begun to discover your power. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son. Now, release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me. Don't make me destroy you.
So depending on the font that you have, it may also have quotes on there, or some of the quotes may be replaced with force effects. And basically the way that's activated, at least for how these are set up by default, is the little small button back here. And there you go. There's always a small little button on the very back. That's going to be your aux button, if you will. Typically, the way to activate it is when the saber is, of course, ignited. You simply, the way this one is set up currently, and it's, again, default-wise, is when you go and smack your hilt for like a clash, you're also pressing that button at the same time, which by doing that at the same exact time would activate typically what would be in the force section, which could be just a force effects, but depending on the font, maybe you have that replaced, or by default it's already in there with different quotes for that particular character. Some people may like that stuff, others may not. I personally like it just because it kind of adds a little bit more to it, but everyone's different in terms of what they want on their initial saber. And of course, as always, there's also the music section that you can go to, so you can also add some music and technically use your saber as somewhat of an MP3 player, if you will. Some people do that, some people don't. Again, I usually have some music on there by default, just in case. But anyways, overall, I really love this hilt. I'm hoping sometime this year, whenever they do their ready to ship sale, hopefully we'll see another style like this, hopefully maybe with one of the Zelda themes. I'm kind of having my fingers crossed for something like that. But again, I really like this hilt. Just personally, I'm not a big fan of the mirror finish. I'm more of a weathered kind of guy. But let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section down below. And also too, let me know if you don't have one already, do you plan on making a purchase on getting your first custom lightsaber this year? Let me know in the comment section down below. But once again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next video upload, which will more than likely be the review of the Darth Maul figure. Until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and may the Force be with you.